Hey there. Pardon me. Hi there. Starting first match of this season of the league here with Naismith. I got warmed up a bit by Crude and KHZ, so I blame them when I lose. And I got 5-2 here, which is looking fairly nice to get the Witch rather than the Young Witch, which I'll go ahead and open the Bane, I suppose. I might have taken a... well, I don't know. Haven probably just looks better than Sellers here in general, though maybe it's close. I don't block, which, you know, is fine. Don't know if I want to pair Silver or like Cave. Without trashing, the decks are going to end up being a bit of a mess, though the Wish activation will still be nice if you can manage it, though it's not like, I wouldn't say it's trivial to get there. You may never get there even if you put in the uniques. Haunted Woods would help. Road Carriage. I mean, the durations will of course help that quite a bit, and then the cantrips. Though then you have the deck with those cantrips, and maybe it's not the best deck ever. I mean, you can do Menagerie stuff with Secret Cave here if you really want to try that. It's not impossible. So that is Young Witch is regular. It was his regular Witch, so I do get to block here, which is nice. He was pretty close to activation there, actually. If I Haven the Magic Lamp and then I set aside for Secret Cave, I have pretty good odds of activating, actually. Well, you know. I mean, I got the activation, so that's cool. This is going to be nice for Labyrinth split. Trying to think what to add in next. Haunted Woods is reasonable. Can people hear me? I assume people would have added me if they couldn't hear me. Haunted Woods is reasonable. Other stuff is also reasonable. This will probably be... I don't know if I want a Menagerie or if I want a Secret Cave. I'm going to try the Menagerie, I guess. This is kind of hard, to be honest. I'll probably play the Haunted Woods. See if he activates with his Haunted Woods turn. He's ahead in the curse split. I mean, if I really want to go for it here, I can probably give him a couple curses. If I really want to. It's not 100% clear. Even if he doesn't hit it this turn, he'll be in good shape to hit it next turn. I would think. Though he well, it just depends on if he drew the thing or not. Yeah, so he has it. I'm not really watching his turns all that closely. I don't know if I have a... What did I shuffle? There's a copper in there, right? Trying to think if I want to gain... I don't even know exactly what you want to gain here. It's not clear that we'll empty the Settlers, so that's not as compelling to set up for a deck that can do... guess I have some control over that. Okay. I can try to maximize labyrinth points, which doesn't seem like complete nonsense to me. Secret cave is really nice for getting around haunted woods. Beyond that, I'm not in like the greatest position ever. Curses. I guess I could get the curses split right now if I wanted to. Menagerie could activate here if I gain a secret cave. It's probably just my internet, Johns. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Getting a secret cave does seem like it could be cool. I mean, who doesn't want to activate menageries after all? Should have thrown the royal carriage down first, I guess. How important is that curse split? How important is that? Like, say, Haunted Woods. Getting that one down. I'm gonna get the Haunted Woods, I think. So I'm gonna probably lose the curse split and possibly badly. Does he have a royal carriage? He doesn't have a royal carriage. So just 6-4, that's okay. There's not like anything special about tossing a copper in here other than keeping more of those in hand, which is bad. Well, that's a question. I could go ahead and lose it even further. I don't really know. I don't know how that compares. I'm going to get the block, so he may not get the last curse in, but I mean, there's no guarantee at all that I would get around to playing my witch prior to him playing his. It may have been worth taking Natalie. One of those times I had the wishes. Just for further labyrinth points and then for for purposes of I mean, probably it would have been reasonable. Like, the worst case scenario is, like, we were pretty late in the game, so even, like, Anna is not maybe as good. Did he play Haunted Woods? He didn't play one. Yeah, maybe even Anna is not quite as good as other things you might go for there. Like, I probably should have taken Natalie. Oh, is the split that bad? Yikes. Well, I guess 7-3. Yeah, that's what we were. That's already what I thought. Well, I probably am going to lose this one, but we'll see. Well, that helps. I don't know that it helps enough, but it does help. Royal Carriage on Haven is pretty sad, actually. I guess it probably is. Well, yeah, it's just kind of sad to use it for that, I would say. Depending on what we draw, yeah, no. I was going to say that depending on what we draw, we might be able to activate, but it's looking like a nope at this point. I'll just set aside. I guess it's got to be the Menagerie. I mean, it doesn't got to be anything. I'm not really sure that this is worth it. It's pretty bad to put the well, it's just bad to put all this stuff. Unless I draw a secret cave. It's pretty much guaranteed to be bad. Though I'm going to escape on this next one. Too bad the order of that wasn't different. Too bad that thing wasn't in hand. Oh well, I get to play one, that's cool. Look guys, all the uniques. Apparently I'm just buying a lot of secret caves. That's my strategy this game. It's a really compelling one. He got double activation, that's pretty cool. I mean, for him. It's pretty cool for him. Ooh, he got a third activation. He's rolling in it. Yeah, I should have taken Natalie when I had those wishes. That was silly. What did I buy in my last 5? That was probably still should have been a Natalie even. Oh well. I guess he's still not going to have 8 because he just doesn't have 8. I don't know what the last card is. I'm certainly not going to stop and figure it out, but Does the order here matter much? No, I mean, it would be cool to get to 8. Well, that's not ideal, actually. What am I doing? This is just nonsense through and through. My deck's kind of bad enough that, that losing that witch is totally fine. My deck's sort of bad enough that it's not like a big deal for me to miss, or for the Natalie attack is not a huge deal. But he's got a silver, right? I can see his hand. I don't know why. I don't know why he's like hiding it. Obviously, he plays it all anyway because of the thing is that I believe I played like all my coppers, pretty much, or played and or discarded them. I really have to get to 8 here. Well, about that. That's really super. Sure. My deck's really good. It's a really good deck. My deck doesn't make any sense. Let's get a giant. That seems fun. I chose not to curse some, so the split is on me. I think maybe one of the times it was justified, but maybe not every time. Probably not every time. What did he do? Nothing. This is really funny. I keep getting these hands with double secret caves still missing. just still missing. I did this slightly wrong. I think I should have called on the first one, but I mean, I feel like I need to try for it. Now the question is, do I go ahead and get the guaranteed and hope I draw 2 off the menagerie? And I will go for this thing. What did he get down in the last turn? Like basically nothing? I've got another guaranteed province at least. That's cool. That at least gives me some kind of plausible threat. Not like a lot, but a little bit. This is the... I guess I can set aside... Yeah, this is awesome, actually. Wow, and I even hit this thing. That's pretty cool. And in fact, I should top deck the coppers. No, I don't need them. If he provinces, he just loses. And I can potentially set up depending on if I draw another secret cave or whatever. I can potentially set up, well, at least I'll be able to set up duchy, I mean. I guess he can try and just duchy estate and play secret caves, but that's funny. So what did he do? He just did nothing? I mean, if I have... I mean, if I had drawn that, I would have just had it guaranteed, but I guess it still is. Because I'm getting enough money off all this stuff. And I hit Natalie. So I have 9. Well, I did not expect to win that one. I feel like I must have gotten incredibly lucky. But I'll take it. Wait, that's not... Okay, this is going to be a horn. Big horn thing. Druid looks pretty irrelevant. I guess I can check again just to make sure I'm not... No, it looks pretty irrelevant. Draws lab, border village gear. Well, probably heavy gear. Pretty heavy gear helps consistency if you can set aside most of your junk. Which would suggest maybe gear. To me, I guess if you're feeling, I don't know, like talisman, if you really wanted to be buying the 3s, but that doesn't seem that important to me. So I'm kind of leaning towards double gear. Though you could also pair gear with silver to increase your chance of border village. I don't know if swamp hag matters. I don't know that I would get a swamp hag. I'm going to say no to talisman. Just go ahead and take that off the table on my forehand. He must have the 5-2, which is not very good here. Really, it's not that good. Go with the double gear. Yeah, Swamp Hag is just not that interesting to me. I mean, it's sort of got to be the opening, right? But I didn't have to show him, of course, all that money, but whatever. He'd have found out eventually. So, I mean, the border village buys are nice. I could, well, no, I'm not going to do that. So, this just looks like this. Buy another gear. Should get to 5 here, which will probably be a lab. If I have 6, and well, I'll probably do the buy even if he plays the Swamp Hag. I'll have to think. If I have 6, I'll probably do it anyway. You are also like, well, I won't be this turn, but if it's a total no game turn, then you're compensated a bit by Baths here. But most turns, well, at least this turn, I'll be definitely playing a Horn of Plenty. Gold's fine here. It's not like the most amazing thing, but it's okay. This doesn't matter. City K with gear is pretty not that impressive. Gonna go ahead and get the $6. Oh, I'm not good at counting. That's okay. I can get better at counting someday. I wonder if it should be all gears. Well, I'm trying to think if it makes sense. Like here on his Swamp Hag, I'm gonna probably be willing to set silver aside with whatever. And then, you know, like I can even set Wishing Well aside with it. Though I don't know if that's worth missing out on this cycling. Probably doesn't really miss out on it in any sense. The only downside would have been if I had drawn something else I wanted to set aside. My well will have an okay chance of hitting. I may be able, I don't know, there's a gear down here. I may be able to get it to guaranteed the check. For sure I'm going to have $6 and play the horn this time, so that's good. The druid, I mean, he's getting the druid by, that's okay. That was a really good turn for him. I guess it can just be guaranteed wish right now. If I'm able to remember. I think it's gear. So think this is okay to trigger. I mean, maybe you don't want to trigger. I think you probably want to trigger. It would have been nice to find the other gear. That didn't happen though, so I don't need more than 6. So question is whether I want, I think I do want the second horn. It's not totally clear to me whether flab's worse than gear. I don't know. See how he draws here. Okay, he didn't get much there. I'm probably not getting much here unless I get really lucky. Ooh, nice. This has got to be worth it even if it doesn't pan out. There's still more coppers. This is still an okay turn. Or, I mean, it's a good turn. No reason to sell it short. I think it's got to be another horn. I'm way ahead now that he's had 2 turns that are crap. I don't want to go too hard on anything, but I can go pretty hard here on lowering. This doesn't matter. That wasn't great for me, to be honest. But I still think I'm ahead. I think he's going to have a hard time. I didn't leave a win, did I? Hopefully not. I don't think he has that many games. He's going to be in a hard spot here, though, because he's not going to be able to. I don't know. Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7? I don't have 8 yet. So that is maybe an issue for me. I could have at least considered adding a farmer's market or duplicate on that last one. We'll see. I'll have to figure out the counts of everything. I mean, I guess if he can like take provinces, then 4 provinces or something could be kind of scary. I'm not real sure what he has. This is not looking like an amazing turn. He still doesn't really have the draw I have. I don't think. I've become very cruddy at tracking my opponent's deck contents. That was nice for him, especially if it lets him play another gear. He's definitely at 8 uniques, so. I don't believe he has the gains. Should just straight up end it, but that'd be 6 gains. I don't think he has 4 horns. I think he only has 2 or 3. Well, we're about to find out anyway. These 6 cards might be kind of terrible for him. Right? Like there might be a gear in there, maybe, but so he's going for the provinces. Okay. That's not that many points. Did he calculate that? How many horns do I have? I'm assuming he calculated it. I mean, I'm still not... There's no way I'm going to know what this last card is. There's just no way. I mean, I can log it. Do I want to be that tryhard right now? It's not a copper. It could be a gear. Maybe. No, the gear is in. The gear and the 6 coppers are in the discard. They're like all horns. I guess the other option is just to go for the 6 out of 7 shot on the... Well, it's not quite that. What is it? Is it a lab? What was it? Oh, Border Village. Yeah, that makes sense. This could be really bad if I don't find a gear. Yeah. Because, yeah, kind of missing that was... I could have try-harded it up, but missing that was not ideal for me. I don't know if he has draw, to be honest. I'm not going to have draw, though, because I just drew all the border villages. That was bad. Even one more card off here would have been nice. I could do a duchy. I'm going to get a city gate, but... He played the hag, right? I don't think I'm into the curse. Oh, there's a lab in there. Yeah, he didn't have any draw. Yeah, if I'd found either of these, I'd have been in good shape. I should have made that wish. I should have counted stuff. Oh well. Let's see if we find a border village. Nope. It would be funny if I don't draw a border village. Let's see what he does. I mean, he still doesn't have like a lot of draw, but he doesn't need a huge amount. He's using that druid to good effect. The Moon's Gift. Alright, when I lose this one, that means the rest of the match I'm definitely log reading to figure it out. He must have it in hand. I mean, he has all the... Plus the duplicate, he for sure has it. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to log check the rest of this to get those wishes right. The thing is, I even spent a little bit of time looking at the log. Obviously not as successful. I also didn't really know how many border villages I had or anything, so that makes it more difficult. I have the 3-4, which is cool for me. Hopefully he does not. We'll find out. Yeah. Hopefully he does not. I don't know how... I mean, I know what you want to build with. I don't know how you want to payload it up. I mean, there are different things you could do. Of course, you'll probably move the fairy later on to Old Witch. It's fairly likely. I don't know exactly how many. He does have it, so that's a kind of a bummer. Maybe he doesn't have it, I mean. He's going with the... I'm going to try the captain. I mean, maybe he doesn't have it. I don't know. But the question is, like, how long exactly do you leave it? And if you draw 6 with your Old Witch play, then you don't have to. You just buy one and go on your merry way. I mean, I can... Yeah, so he's moving back. I mean, I could shift it over, but... what's the tracker do? Who knows? Okay, I don't know what the buy is. I didn't get to play the captain. It didn't miss though, so that's good. Chariot race is for sure not activating. There are a few things I could try. I could try tracker. I mean, it's got to be tracker, right? Tracker give you $1? Yeah, okay. I'm going to say no to that. Alright, tracker's not in play, so you don't get the thing. I drew it anyway, so take that. Oh, he had one. What a bummer. That actually is a bummer. I already bought a develop. I feel like I want another... Maybe that should be a silver, but... Feels like I want another captain before I move the thing. exactly. Oh, he just is. Hey! Look at me. Okay. Oh no. Don't look at me. So the tracker's not as not as exciting as I imagined it might be. Could do navigator. Yeah, let's just toss him. I do kind of want to play for. He's probably. Oh yeah, he's got it and have his old witch in hand. You know it. You know he's got it. So I got a copper on top. I could do navigator, I guess, for my first trick. And then do this thing. See if I. Oh, look at that. What a great deal. I love this game. So should do secret passage, right? Get this far. I could get a coffer, but I think we should go, as far as we can. I gotta keep $8. So that's easy. Hopefully, I guess I don't really ever wish for that. But it would be okay if he played his old witch this turn. Piles are going to be real low. I'll probably play navigator once here. I got a bunch of junk left, right? I get to do 3 of them. So first thing is that. Then we can develop this on top. And then just try the chariot race. Yay! See if we can find some captains. Yay! All I need to do here is play like by ferry. Tracker? What does tracker do? This could be a develop. All I'm doing is like ferry, old witch. Probably buy old witch. It could be buy plaza. Could be buy cherries, I guess. I think there is another captain in there, but this seems like a good enough place to stop. I guess I could have done the same thing on the first one, but whatever. So should it be plaza buy? Plaza is higher cost. It could be a crypt buy. I think crypt's a little slow. Could be an explorer buy. That's not that compelling to me. 4s are kind of nice as developed targets, to be honest. I don't know. That could have been a number of things. I don't have any particular confidence that I made the right selection there. I feel good about my chances, though. Alright, the order is reversed on my turn. Or on his turn. On my turn, they'll be in the normal order. The comparison. I've been pretty lucky with my chariot races. Quite lucky. We're gonna have the piles drop pretty quick. Especially with develop potentially. I mean, curses are gonna run. I mean, I'm gonna give out 2 of them right now. So I'm gonna probably be greening this turn. We'll see how much exactly, but I would assume he's gonna, I mean, I don't know if he has his pouch. If he has his pouch, I would assume he would switch the fairy as well. You can also do secret passage, chariot race stuff. I mean, in general, you get to do that once, you know, that's not a huge thing. Navigator potentially nets you more. He's getting a silver. I have to believe he's going to do the fairy move, yeah. We'll see what else he does, though. I'm going to just do this a couple times. Pretty much free. Don't need to really stop and think about that. I don't know if the develop needs to happen. Or what exactly. That was nice. At what point I should think about doing navigators and such. I mean, the old witch, I mean, if the curses aren't gone on his turn, they'll certainly be gone. Do I have a finish? I don't believe so. I would expect the answer to that is no. I don't think these are going to keep hitting. Well, there. Because they're still hitting. There's still the develop in there. Okay. Yay me. It's quite lucky. Do I want to give him another curse right now? Maybe. I'm really underplaying this turn, but I got kind of bored partway through it. I should be able to finish on my turn one way or the other. I don't think he's going to make up the points. But the 3-4 is so much. I mean, the old witch mitigates it a little bit, but 3-4 is just still a lot nicer than 4-3 here. The 6-4 captain split is real cool. I mean, it's real nice that here I have the 4 captains coming into what should be my last turn. I don't think he can like double province, so. It's just like so few points for him comparison. Like, I have to be able to develop once is all, and then buy the 2 cherry races. Like, that's just so easy. He could trash curse every time, it wouldn't matter. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. Okay. Hard thing here is my you can gain extra 5s pretty easily. But that's about it. You can gain extra 5s quite easily. 5 and unders. Once you've got it all set up. But it's not yeah, that's it. I mean, you're just gonna build, right? I mean, you're gonna have academy, you're gonna have the draw, and you're gonna have the outpost turns, and you're gonna try and play stonemasons on golds to gain more 5s, and then that's sort of what you're gonna want to try to do. Aqueduct points will probably matter. There'll be a lot of treasure gaining, and so timing when you get whatever thing is going to be somewhat important. You'll have a mountebank. I don't know what to open. I mean, you want to open like Silver Pixie. It is pretty reasonable. You can also do like, you could also do a ghost town on your second turn. Wouldn't be completely wild. You could do like Pixie, whatever. Just get a silver here. I don't really like stonemason for double pixie, though that's also an option. I will say that I don't like that. You do want to buy academy at some point. Probably not your first 5. Probably that's a mountebank, but Ghost Town here gives you best chance of hitting a mountebank. maybe even guarantees it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it. I don't like super love this kind of maneuver, but to get to silver. If I had played the mounted bank already now, that would have been pretty wild if I'd drawn it off the top here. Pixies are good. I mean, whatever. They're fine. Should I think about another ghost town? Probably, just since I've got 6 cards left. The aqueduct already looking pretty hefty. I mean, not tempting, but hefty. Should I get catacombs? At some point you get the academy. Could be now. Let's try the academy now. Then this will pretty much just be catacombs or stonemason for catacombs. I mean, outpost at some point. If I really feel like I can catch him on the junking or like smash him on the junking, I might consider a second mounted bank. But mostly focus on playing the one I have a lot. Outpost fairly soonish. If I draw one of those catacombs, I will scream from joy. I could get a ghost here. I could get a ghost here. I don't really know that I want a ghost that badly. He's gonna double catacombs, I assume. He could think about outpost, I guess, but his deck's kind of fat. Yes. No. I'm not gonna play the pixie. Again, I could think about getting a ghost. If I have 7 anyway, I may get one. I do have 7 anyway, so that's a possibility. I could also cemetery. I don't know, cemetery is hard to take over a stonemason at this stage, in my opinion. Though it sure would be pretty good. I don't know how good the ghost is. It's probably alright. It's not great with stonemason gaining. I'm going to pass on it for now. Now the question is, when do I get the rogue? Or the bandit or whatever. I mean, I need to get a gold thing, and then I have to have a rogue. I mean, either have to have bandit or rogue. So rogue fetching them back out, bandit, of course, taking it away from them. He did draw through here. We'll definitely have a 3 pile. And then not too long of a time either. could get double pixie at some point. Okay. Somewhere I gotta get the rogue or the bandit. Well, I can get it before I play the outpost here, I guess. Or after I. Gonna want those. No, keep that. I mean, I'm gonna kind of want those, but that seems okay. I would like to still have 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm gonna try it. Maybe. Yeah, if you're buying stonemason, then the ghosts are a harder sell. Still. Also, it's just worse for this turn. Catacombs, no. No. Alright. A good stonemason for a double pixie. Oh no. I bottom decked all these guys. He's kind of his outpost now, right? Hopefully pixies wind or something. Otherwise I'll be sad. It shouldn't matter. At this point. I'm gonna take the cemetery, I think, here, get the points and get the... I'm not gonna have buy, so again, this doesn't really help me. Other than actions, but I don't think that's a big deal. I'm probably underplaying this a reasonably good amount. The money might matter. Probably not. So the issue of taking outpost here will be that the mountebank turn will be kind of bad. Right. That's almost guaranteed. I mean, I'm not going to avoid it by discarding or whatever. So I'm almost considering stonemasoning the bandit camp. But I guess I'm not going to do that. This is getting kind of scary low on the pile stuff. I don't need 30 stonemasons, so I can probably trash some of these. Still don't know about Ghost. Probably didn't need to play that second stonemason. Probably did nothing. Oh, yeah, it just didn't do anything. The mountebank's in here. Guess we'll see what he can put together on his turn. It's not impossible for there to be a finish. Well, he doesn't have the... It's still not impossible, but I don't think he has the overdraw. I don't think he's trashed or has the overdraw or anything like that. So that's probably me being pretty paranoid. To score, pile, all that stuff. Even across 2 turns, I'm pretty skeptical. But he probably does need to go for it in whatever way he can. Yeah, I don't think so. Hope not, anyway. We'll see exactly what he's got. The hard part is really the scoring. Yeah, so now the pile out's pretty easy for me. In fact, this may be it in hand. I don't want to play on if that's in hand, so that's 6 gains. I've got $4. This should be it, right? Let's do mason a couple things. Empty these guys. That wasn't fuse clicks, but it wasn't super egregious. It was slightly egregious, but so the question is if he could have done something like that and scored, and that's possible. I'd say it probably requires some stacking of the deck, though. Okay, so here you want to try and do inheritance as fast as you can, so the best way of doing that, probably an Ironmonger, Enchantress opening, I don't know. Silver's okay for it, but not incredible. I wouldn't spend my token. I wouldn't spend my token. I would save it. As far as you can do Ducat, that's not crazy. I don't love it, but it's not crazy. As As far as what you inherit, I guess it's got to be Ironmonger. You definitely want the bison stuff later on, but this turn I'll probably just pass. I'm not going to take a Ducat without trashing. So he got the lucky Ironmonger draw. There's not really anything I can do. How does inheritance even work now? I think for here it's basically gonna. Does it get the types? Okay, they're still actions. Okay, so not all the types, but the actions. I mean, this is just gotta be pass for me. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to do. You can do when they open Ducat Ironmonger and then they hit it turn 4. I mean, you don't have. It's not like there's counterplay to that. I think the Ducat lowers your odds of hitting it versus other buys. I mean, maybe not my enchant. Enchantress would be harder to calculate. It would depend on your turn position or which player you were in when it came up. But I don't know. Ducat helps you if you like play at turn 3, of course. And like it's great to get the Ducat because then you have it for buying estates. So that part's really useful. What did he buy? A gold? Gold seems weird. I won't lie, gold seems weird. I would have gone for probably a forge, but that's just me. I probably need a buy. Though, what that should be. I mean, I can do Border Village Farmers Market, or I can take the Ducat. Or I can just do straight Farmers Market. I don't have to spend the token. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to go with the Ducat. 7 is more appealing. Like 6 buying a 6 didn't appeal that much to me. See if he just buys a plat. But probably goes with estate something. He does go with a plat. That's fine. I'll keep that. I guess this is one potential downside of the Enchantress. I mean, this is not really a downside. Shoot. I don't actually know. Pilgrimage is nice. Platinum's pretty good, actually. Believe it or not. Pretty good card. I don't know if it's the best card here. I'm still a little bit interested in a forge at some point, but it's going to be hard sell now. Canyon plays not so crazy. Don't know about that, but gonna try it. He has his storyteller now. I would buy a pilgrimage if I were him, I think, along with whatever. You do need more gains. I mean, we're gonna want buys. Plenty of them. So he may be considering a second Ducat here. I think I think Pilgrimage Ducat is a reasonable buy for his deck. Or whatever, Farmer's Market if you want that. There aren't any exciting terminals here, so payload is kind of bland. Pilgrimage is so nice. So he does get the forge. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have any? I don't really have enough to get a nice buy off it right now anyway. Just from our current positions, I should lose this game, but I'm not going to resign at this point. Border Village is a nice forge target here, both as a way of just gaining additional 5s, and then it is a good number for VP targeting too. Between the 5s and the 2s, it's nice. I would buy a Pilgrimage if I were him, but okay, yeah. I like that turn from Nasmith quite a lot. I mean, this doesn't matter. I'm going to draw them both. I like it quite a lot. I got to figure out what to buy myself. I could get a forge along with my Pilgrimage. Probably only getting one Ducat, right? So could just be, I really don't want the coppers. Not a good starting hand. If I had a couple Ironmongers, it would be different. This is very bad. It's not really totally clear that I should be getting a Ducat here instead of like another Ironmonger. Probably a little better for consistency. Well, it's definitely better for consistency. So that could be a questionable buy. And he's even gonna further stuff me here by getting an Enchantress, which is a good choice by him. He can Pilgrimage here for another Border Village, another Platinum, and another... I don't know what you take, probably an estate. You could take a gold. This is now very resignable. But I'll wait until I dud on this turn to do it. He would have to really mess up. See if he gets another. Yeah, that's all fine. He's gonna have so many of these states. This Baker it's whatever, and I don't know if it's the best thing to gain off his border village thing last time, but it's fairly underwhelming. The only nice thing about it, I would say, is that it costs 5. I don't think the tokens will matter really at all. But like costing 5 is pretty nice, so. He would just have to really, really mess up here. Nice thing to have in hand would have been a border village. I don't even know if I have one. So you can finish the estates here. There are a lot of reasonable buys he can do. He can just straight up buy another plat. A pilgrimage, I would get maybe. You don't have to even get the estates. That's not a huge deal, but they're cheap, so it's reasonable to get them. Yeah, like you got plat, double estate, pilgrimages, pretty good buys, I would think. Reasonable anyway. Certainly a path that'll get you to victory. So he spent some tokens to get a farmer's market, which is totally fine too. I'm not even gonna draw here. I sure am finding these coppers. I didn't even get an action. All right, we can head on out for this one. Move along to game 6. Another cemetery board. This one has recruiter, quarry, cathedral. Wow, there's a lot of trashing here. I'm gonna try and play without the cathedral, I guess, since I have the 5-2. Man, but the game doesn't. You have bridge. The game doesn't last that long. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to open it. I could buy it on my shuffle, but it's hard to open it. Well, obviously, I'm not going to open it over whatever thing. Earth's Gift potentially good here, though not like overwhelmingly good. Seller's okay. Druid, I mean, I don't know. The Druid doesn't look that great to me. I think I'm going to go with Seller Recruiter. Obviously, you just want quarries and bridges, and then you want to be kind of continually feeding stuff to the recruiter to get the village effect. Like, you can buy princes and then just chew them up. Buy princes with a couple cores in play and then just chew them up on with your recruiters. Seems like pretty good thing to do. Probably you gotta buy Cathedral. I mean, you don't care about losing some stuff, right? The game is so fast, you just have to buy the Cathedral. I think. He's gonna open Quarry Cathedral, I expect. Yes. I have to get a quarry at some point, but or 2 quarries, whatever. I could just trash the Cathedral right now. So what do I have left in deck? Trash the Cellar by Quarry. This is so stupid. It's not stupid. I actually think that is what I ought to do there, but so what's next? Do I go ahead and get the bridge? The reverse, getting the quarry, is better in this turn draw, which I guess I could have known I might get something like this. This will be a rabble for me. Here Ghost is quite nice. Okay. Gonna have to figure out. Well, I gotta feed some stuff to the recruiter eventually. I still have an estate in there. Okay, cool. This is gonna be like rabble, prince, something. I'm gonna use up my villagers, but these decks are gonna be real funny. Like, you're gonna toss something good, or you're gonna have to trash something good to Cathedral, because that's all you're gonna have is good cards in your hand. He buys a Druid. Yeah, I mean, Druid, non-terminal buy, potentially a little better. This is gonna be so funny. The funny thing about the princes is that you want to just murder them. You don't want to I probably should not. I should think. Should I save one? Should I save one villager? So I don't have recruiter in hand. Like if I just go like rabble prince. That seems better. I can also go recruiter. Maybe that helps out enough. Rabble, recruiter, prince. If I don't have recruiter in hand at the start is the issue. Whereas if I go like rabble, prince, then I have a little more leeway. Dungeon could be good. I have a little more leeway to draw a rabble. Whatever. Somewhere we got to get the relic. Here, I guess I'm going to burn a quarry. I'm not really sure. It's not easy to figure it out. Relic doesn't hurt them if they draw, though, so that's not so clear that you want to do that. Board is so funny. I probably should get a dungeon. I have good odds of finding the prince. I guess that's something. Ghost is also nice for the cathedral thing. He gets the bridges. Okay. That's interesting. I did not hit the prince, so I don't really have options there. Or I don't have great options. I could recruiter I could prince something instead of saving it to be trash, but no, I gotta draw the quarry, so we're just gonna get right in there. That was a pretty unfortunate draw. Well, I was fortunate to have a recruiter in hand, so I shouldn't complain too much. I can triple bridge. That's really begging to not draw, though. I think 4 is sufficient. You can do enough stuff with the druids that it's not completely dead in the water. I'm going to have to lose other quarry. Not great draws for the cathedral in this last couple of hands. Might be able to get a ghost. I don't know. I think I'm going to not have the draw to do it all, but If I could ghost a rabble or something, that would be cool. I guess he could take 7 duchies. I don't know. He's going to have to get a prince himself now, I think. But he has a lot of buys. It would be nice if I had a druid already. Probably I'm going to lose this one. Oh, right, one's in the trash. That's right. That's where it is. In the trash. You gotta get fuel. One thing you can do, you can buy province instead of a prince. You know, for him, you know, Corey, it's no different. And that gives you, it gives you the points when it's not your turn, and then the villagers if you need it when it is your turn. In fact, that's, I mean, if you're gonna buy something, unless you're worried about provinces emptying, that's what you would want to probably have in deck, is a province rather than a prince. He can get a lot of stuff here, though. I just don't have the buys, right? I'm not gonna have the buys. So as long as he kind of puts himself in position to pile out, then it'll be no problem for him. I'm gonna have to score basically, and it still won't be enough to prevent him just finishing on me, unless he draws, you know, 5 bridges. I'm gonna have to play to dud here for him, because otherwise he's got to finish on his turn. So I have to play to a dud on this turn, and we'll just see what he ends up with on his turn. Now, I might be able to ghost something. I gotta count the draw, but it should be feasible, right? I would play a recruiter, trash that. I'll have 2 cards left. Put ghost and bridge and discard. Should be good. And then I have to set up for official. Well, I'm almost assuming, gosh, I mean, he's got to have nearly, I mean, his best, it's got to be like all bridges in hand. So I can play, I don't want to put it so that he can end it with 3 gains. Or 4 gains even. So if there's like a druid and a couple of bridges, that is also just going to smoke me. But probably can play to the 4 gain one. That's probably reasonable. If I take another rabble. But other stuff is going to be a hard sell. So it's probably safe to do 1 rabble. I mean, he's just going to finish, right? It doesn't. Very, very likely he's just going to finish. Do I want the province now, or do I want to wait on that as well? I mean, there's not a play I can make that prevents him winning if he draws, right? Even if I smash the duchies or something, he can just finish them in the whatever things. So it's probably got to be a couple druids. Well, how many? I don't need that many, right? Because I'm just going for a... I don't even know if I need any druids, right? I mean, I'm essentially just going for being able to... Well, he can do some stuff. Like, we can't assume, like, complete 0, 0, 0. Though it's not clear. It's not super clear what that should look like. Do I want a dungeon? Does dungeon help in any way? Probably not. I can trash it. He might have stepped away, is what I'm assuming has occurred here. Which would have been perfectly reasonable. Alright, well, that's it. Split it 3-3. Thought the one that hurts a little bit was the Horn of Plenty game. That one I felt like I was ahead, but I don't know if it was just shuffles or if a little bit of deck. I let the deck composition get a little too loosey-goosey when I had the lead. I'm not sure what balance between those two things it was, but that one is the one that hurts the most. This one hurts a little bit, but I couldn't open Cathedral, though. Those were the close ones that I lost, I guess. But anyway, good game. Does he not have a finish? He still has a finish, doesn't he? I should deny. Oh, he really doesn't have the finish. Okay, I'll grant it. I don't know what he did that made it so he didn't. Oh, it was taking the druid for the thing, for field instead of that. I should deny that one there to give myself another turn. I guess he could take a tie in that one. That I think he had a tie still. I'm not sure if he even had a tie. All right, so that's 3-3. Well, whatever. You people, I was going to say, oh gosh. All right, thanks for watching. Gonna commentate Freaky and Element Mario's match on Sunday if you want to watch that. Bye.